Hello, I'm Eric Snodgrass, and thank you for watching this Ag Forecast for South America, brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions. Well, overall, our narrative over the last couple of weeks hasn't changed too much with the risk due to weather in South America, and it boils down to looking at this map of satellite dry precipitation. So I've been showing this to you every video, and the reason why is this same area in parts of southeastern Mato Grosso do Sul through Santa Catarina down here has been very dry. And there are pockets over here in eastern Brazil that have been dry as well. Some places in Paraná have not received rainfall in the month of April, and that's going to be critical to the safrinha crop grown in that area. Meanwhile, better rains in Argentina, better rains to the north, and what we need to do here is just see what the latest forecast graphics hold. There have been some discussion about a front advancing farther to the north and bringing in more precipitation into Paraná. But as you can see from the latest European, in fact, let me just play this for you. You're going to watch that throughout Friday, getting into Saturday, Sunday now, and eventually into early next week, there's just not moisture returning to this area. And that front we talked about, you can see it again here in this animation, finally moving through Argentina into Uruguay and into Rio Grande do Sul. Here it is, ready? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right there. It seems to just not be able to advance far enough to the north. So if we stop this and just get you right there to the end again, that's Monday into Tuesday and Wednesday. We continue to see this hole setting up, now working our way out to May the 8th from the operational European model. We start to look for support in this, and to do that, we're going to turn to the most dominant tropical mode right now, which is the MJO, which again is coming out of phase 8 and kind of sweeping through phase 1 and phase 2. And it is over that time period lowering in amplitude, moving in this direction, but still what that does to the flow of the atmosphere can, I think, best be seen right here. So we end up getting our best rising motion in two corridors, here and in through here. Now where that is geographically, well, that's phase 1, 2, and 3, but it starts off with some better rising motion in the near term, kind of over the Amazon. But what you notice is this broad area in through here in the European ensemble mean of subsidence means that with time, we're going to be basically moving ourselves throughout the next 10 and then out through the next 15 days over to a generally more, well, a less supportive environment for rising motion. Now remember, as we transition out of April into May, the May total precipitation values in Brazil's growing areas versus April's are about 1/3. That's how much we see in a drop in the monsoon. So when I take you out there and show you that this is what we're currently looking like for week 2, again, a lot of what you see right in through here, that was what I just showed you coming through and kind of stopping as it moves through Rio Grande do Sul. Overall, the suppressing motion in the upper levels of the atmosphere is making for a drier go of it here into that second week of the month of May through Brazil's main growing area for the safrinha crop. So this is going to continue to add stress to that crop, preventing it from being as large as it could have been given the acreage that was planted. Now what we're going to do here, just to wrap this up, is we're going to take a bit of a tour of our global long-range models. These would be the ones that run out kind of in the subseasonal time range. And I'm just going to work my way north to south on these models. We're going to start off with what the Canadians think. So they released a forecast. This is a little old because we're waiting on the newest updates. But their forecast back for this time period of May, released on the 22nd of April, continues to paint this area dry. Now let's go from the Canadian model now down to the U.S. This is the CFS V2, and I just want to point out something. There is a bit of a hole overall in this pattern as we work our way through the month of May. But how about we go from there to the GFS extended model? Let's go back to an anomaly forecast. And you once again see that through the month of May, drier conditions are forecast in that same area. So we're consistent here between the Canadians, two models from the U.S. that would be the CFS V2 and now the GFS extended forecast. And what we're going to finish with then would be the European weeklies. And so this would be the forecast for May. Once again, the risk of being drier than normal in this area, and remember, May is normally a month of drying down, and the lack of the monsoon seems to be quite prevalent overall. So that would be the narrative we're going to carry until we start to see this pattern shift and break. But remember, we're moving into the dry season for South America, so it's not as though this is something that could break and go over wet anyways. So we'll watch it carefully and report back to you again on Monday. Thank you for your attention. We'll talk to you then. Thanks.